We're kicking off eXpCon Miami with a full day of commercial-focused insights.
eXp Commercial Convention.
eXp Commercial eXpCon.
eXpCom
In South Beach, Miami.
the whole day dedicated to commercial.
We'll still have the founder, Glenn Sanford, Leo Perea, our CEO, Wendy Forsyth, our Chief Marketing Officer, but we'll have a commercial focus with commercial analysts and commercial-based breakout sessions.
Very important to be in the room when events like this happen.
So if you are not going to be in South Beach, Miami in October of 2025, you're not going to get the best that commercial has to offer at eXp.
Oh, there we are. My producer, Sarah Edwards, she surprises me and throws me on the screen. So, welcome to the fastest half hour in real estate. We're live on YouTube and in eXp World. So, wherever you're watching, thanks for tuning in. Some housekeeping before we kick things off. There are a couple of tips and tricks to make your experience more enjoyable in eXp World. First of all, if the screen's way too small because you're way too far back, just click the screen and tap zoom in. If you have questions, please type them in the chat in the upper left corner of the screen. We have our wonderful Lindy McNeese, Director of Growth, who is monitoring the chat. She can answer your questions. We're also monitoring the chat on YouTube. So if you're eXp Commercial watching this on YouTube, welcome. If you're having problems hearing, just exit the world and come back in. 95% of the time, that fixes the problem. Be aware you can watch the broadcast later on YouTube channel as well. So here we go. Welcome, summer vacation. Welcome to the summer vacation edition of Commercial Connect. Kids are going back to school. Half hour is still a half hour on long summer days. So here we go. Let's start it off with Attraction Lab. For any of you who've been attending Attraction Lab, the goal here is to get you to build your revenue share downline or help you or instruct you on how to help the people that you have brought into the company or they're on your team. Mondays, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So far, we have not missed a Monday. We do have a couple of variances due to the holidays that are coming up. We've got Labor Day right around the corner. And the kids are going back to school. So we do record those. Be sure to check the attraction or the commercial-attraction-lab Slack channel for more information. We've already covered some of the great topics and they'll all be posted on the LMS. That is the Learning Management System. We have one of those. It's part of our value prop. We have a learning management system so you can learn on your time at your pace. So if you have any questions about how to access material through the learning management system, contact brokeropsadmin@expcommercial.com. We've already gone through orientation, defining your ideal agent, social media, co-sponsorship, discovery calls, presenting the eXp commercial model, which is an awesome one. Coming up next Monday, August 18th, we have Overcoming Objections Like a Pro. And we're bringing in the pro. We're bringing in Canada's former #1 agent and the king of scripting and objections, Mr. Felipe Hahn. Phil Hahn will be joining us from his house in British Columbia. He's going to help us with our objection handling. But there's like 10 objections that once you learn the answers to these objections, the confidence that you gain from knowing the answers is immense. So look forward to seeing you Monday, August 18th, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern for the eXp Commercial Attraction Lab. This is a step-by-step guide to developing thriving revenue share program. There's no excuse for not taking the first steps towards attraction success. Now, we got eXpCon. We have eXp ComCon. So it's happening Monday, October 20th, only at eXpCon in Miami. It is not a separate ticket. If you want to go to eXp Commercial Convention on the 20th, we have the agenda, so we can show you what's coming up. eXp ComCon will be on the 20th, and it will roll straight through all this cool stuff. Networking, we'll cover state of the brokerage. We have an excellent keynote speaker. Probably all of you know him. All of you respect him. We have the eXp Advantage, which will be presented by our corporate leaders. And then Commercial Market Outlook. That will be, we bringing in an economist for that one. We got Prop Tech and AI, and we got the eXp Commercial Agent Awards for top agents in different categories. Then after lunch, we break out into breakout sessions. We have 2 breakout sessions at a time. One will be focused on attraction. One will be focused on commercial production. So you pick where you want to go. We'll have 6 classes. And guess what? At the end of it at 4 p.m., it rolls straight into the big eXp ComCon opening party, which is also the eXp ComCon closing party, which is also the eXp Con opening party. So we're starting at 8 a.m. with the networking session. First part of the day covers company update and vision. Second part will be power pack breakout sessions designed to help your commercial business. Nationally recognized speakers and industry leading forecasters and information. We'll be bringing more on that soon. My marketing manager said I can't blow the surprise. Don't miss this inaugural event. Remember, one time eXp Con was held in a hotel room, and now it's thousands of people. You're on the ground floor here, guys. So the eXp Explorer Pass is an excellent way to demonstrate the culture at eXp. It allows you to bring a licensed guest, not already at eXp, to the eXp Commercial Con and eXp Con for free. They will get a ticket at the same level as the sponsoring agent. So if you bought a VIP pass, your guest will get a VIP pass. That's right. The ticket will be free at the same level of the sponsor ticket. If you're not planning on utilizing your Explorer Pass, please direct message me or direct message Lindy McNeese. We have people that would love to sign up another Explorer. If you're not planning on using your Explorer Pass, drop us a message. There are many influencers out there who are asking for more. More importantly, you should be using it. Invite somebody. If they don't go, they don't go. But I'll tell you this, little hint. Don't pay for the full ride. Don't pay for the plane. Don't pay for the hotel. They got to have something in the game. The ticket's already $800 or $1,500 if it's a VIP pass. We had a 60% sign-up rate with Explorers last year. Use that big event to demonstrate eXp as the place for them. It will be all the agents and all the energy that make their mind up for them. They want to see the company. It's an excellent venue for that. So there's a couple of national events going on this summer months that I want to mention. C5 CCIM Global Summit will be happening September 16th through the 18th in Chicago. You can use the code VIP invite, all capital letters, VIP invite. Mr. John Letourneau, our Director of Brokerage Operations, got us a discount. So if you want to go to C5 CCIM, you get $200 off by using VIP invite. We also have the TAB, Texas Association of Business Brokers, will be happening September 25th and 27th. Lindy McNeese will be at that event. If you're going to head over to the TAB event, excellent for our business brokers. And then we have the Crew Network Convention. That'll be October 8th through 10th in Austin, Texas at the Fairmount Hotel. It's an amazing event. So if you're looking to go to the commercial real estate women's event, the networking event, it's a great networking event in a great place in Austin, Texas. And again, director of growth for the whole country, Lindy McNeese, she will be there. Let's wrap it up with some celebrations. Well, we have a lot of new advisors that joined us in the last month. So I just want to personally welcome Sakar, Christopher, Zachariah, Diwan, Chuck, Jingwei, Lee, Holly, Gary, Paras, Caitlin, Jonathan, Ann, Carson, Key, Nolan, Latif, Shania, Preston, Nick, and Lou. We also acquired a team out of Indianapolis, the Hannon Commercial. And those are some big players, big guns. Get to know David and Brian Hannon. They also have another brother that's coming and a lot of friends that are coming with them. So welcome to eXp Commercial. Welcome to the family. We look forward to working with you, networking with you, and referring business back and forth. Now, we have 2 months of top producer slides here. 2 months. And that's because the top producers came out just after our eXp Commercial Connect. So number 1 for June, Bill De La Chapelle. Number 2, James Mang. And then number 3, Dylan Gilizon. Number 4, Sam Griffin, Matt Wilson, Kamal Dowick, Brian Perry, Brent Pemberton, Paul Frank, and Chris Erdman. These are the top of the tops for June, and they're usually on the list. They are some very high producing agents. Let's move on to July, because that's what's happening right now. And congratulations to Matthew Berg, Henry Eisenstein, Spencer Gray, Jennifer Rose, Antoine Davis, John Bias, Sam Griffin, Matt Wilson, Paul Frank, and Kevin Sellers. These are 20 top producing agents. Get to know them, network with them, glean all the information you can from them because they're producing an extraordinarily high level. So now we're done with that. I get to turn it over to the bearded magician himself, the director of brokerage operations, Mr. John Letourneau.
Wow. Now that is an intro. Look over here, not over there. I really don't do that much magic, although I used to use a Svengali deck and do some really cool card tricks way back in the day. Svengali decks are super awesome at being able to do forced hands and some other really cool stuff. So if you're into magic at all, you want to start simple, get a Svengali deck and then some little 3-piece rope stuff. Very easy to do. Sean didn't know you were turning it over to someone who actually played with some magic back in the day. My dad used to do a lot of up-close magic and he was awesome at it. His whole coin handling, phenomenal. On to happier topics. Let's dig in. Slack. We're moving from workplace to Slack. Most of us are there, but a lot of you may be missing critical information. Everything is going to Slack, all of our information. Workplace is going to be read only starting August 30th in just a few short days. We want to be sure you're on Slack, you're getting up-to-date information. There are also our state pages built in there, and you've all been invited to them. If you're going, I'm not sure how to get there, what do I do? How do I find it? This QR code will take you right where you need to go with it. You want to be sure you're there. And it is an awesome tool. It's built for business communication and collaboration. It does a great job of connecting us up. We're still missing about 100 or so of you, so we don't want anyone to miss some of the critical things that are coming, because as we sunset Workplace, you're going to be kind of more out of the loop there. And we do not want that to happen with you. So please, please join us on Slack. If you're going, well, how does Slack work? I don't have any idea. Like magic, we've created a toolkit for you, thanks to the hard work of staff. And this will tell you how to get into Slack, how to use it, how to find the groups, how to turn it on, and really how to get deep into it. Because there's so much awesome information that's out there I see every day, and I'm tagged in, many things every day. But that toolkit is a fabulous resource for you. If you are challenged and can't get there, or the link doesn't work for you, whatever that is, reach out to the operations team. We're happy to help in any way we can with that. But you need to dig into Slack. It is absolutely critical that we get in there. Okay. Moving on, eXp Commercial University. This is so exciting. I know Sean started talking about it earlier, and I'm glad he didn't steal all of my thunder. It is a fabulous thing. So we realized and we responded to our advisors. There was a consistent theme of there's lots of stuff we do to help upskill and to teach, but we don't know how to ever find this stuff. Where did it all go? What happens after? How do I review it? How do I find it? Because you sometimes need the information at the right time, but sometimes it's not the right time. And when you need it, how do I get it? So commercial university is your one place for that. We're doing so many things in our world of education right now, and moving into this learning management system, which is commercial university, is going to be a central hub where all of our product specialty groups, our masterminds, our topical events, our economic updates, all of those things are going into one common place, which is turning into a massive resource of incredible information for you. Academy will be hosted in here as well. We're working on that, more on that in a little bit. The easy link to it is right there. Please scan, check it out. It's wonderful and growing every day. If you have a passion or a class or something, by the way, you want to share with us, or, hey, you know what, I'd love to hear more on whatever that is, 20 minutes on something or a class on something. Let us know that. Let the ops staff know that, and we'll see what we can do to get that for you. Because we want to make sure that we're responsive to your needs from an educational perspective and upskilling perspective as well. Okay. So what does the operations team do? Well, we basically kind of keep the lights going and the lights on, and change the light bulbs and sweep the streets and keep it all going and make it look pretty. But also a lot is happening behind the scenes thanks to our staff. So we used to always, or we have had historically, weekly commercial contracts class is what it's called. And this has been a constant. Now, the funny thing is it almost never actually talks about just contracts. Now, it talks about pieces and bits of contracts, leasing arrangements, subleasing, many, many other little topics are covered in that. So it's not that they just read a person sale agreement. So there's tons of awesome content in there. We're now redoing that, revamping that, turning it into what we're calling commercial cornerstones. And there'll be the commercial cornerstones course is going to be offered the same day and time in the training calendar, which you can find at expcommercial.com/training. And we're going to offer it the same way it was. However, we're changing the topics, making them skinnier, shorter, and more in-depth per session. So not as many broad-ranging topics. We're going to get them really hyper-focused and make sure that those are available to you. And as we record this whole new sequence of them, which is about a 6-month sequence of them, we're recording them ahead of time. Those are going into our learning management system. So that way you don't have to wait 6 months to get a piece of education you want. So that whole contracts class is being redone, turned into a commercial cornerstones, and then going to become an on-demand resource for you. So when you need the information, you can get exactly what you need. So it's a great redo. And thanks to Cliff and all the other CDMBs who are helping work through that and help us get those classes refined and really on point for you. Next up, product specialty masterminds. These are awesome. We have office, industrial, retail, multifamily, business brokerage. We've got some awesome product specialty group leaders doing wonderful things. Those have moved to Google Meets now. They were in Frame for a while. We had some issues with recording correctly in screen share. And if we had guest speakers, it was tricky to get them lined up with a guest account to Frame and things like that. So they have moved them back to Google Meets, easier to find. Fabulous interaction. So if there are questions, or if you're like, hey, what do I need to know about multifamily, office, industrial? If you're a mentee or a mentor, you should absolutely be in those sessions, because if you want to learn what's at the cutting edge of the real estate market, that's where you need to be. If there's a topic you want covered again in there by the product specialty groups, let the product specialty group leader know. Let the operations staff know. Scott Cook is also helping us manage those groups. Reach out, let us know if there's something you want to see covered. We're happy to help dig into that. Okay. Training series. We do our Unlocked series. Now, these are our trade partners, CoStar, BuildOut, AIR. Every month, they're doing trainings for us as well. Those have also moved into Google Meets from Frame, easier to access. And they are fantastic deep dives into how to use the product and the programs. I always learn something every time I'm in CoStar, and I use CoStar heavily and have for 2 decades. Every time I'm in there, there's always a little something I pick up, because Laura and Justin and the CoStar group are so good at that. And you may actually see them at ComCon. You never know. So we've got some really good friends there helping us with our work, right? Another cool one, and this started a couple months ago. Henry Eisenstein's running our prospecting mastermind. And what I have to tell you, and I know Sean would agree with this, after being in the business a little while, the number one issue most advisors really face is lead generation and prospecting. It's not always just cold calls. There's many other ways to reach people. That prospecting mastermind on that Thursday is absolutely focused on lead generation. How do I build my business? How do I lead gen? How do I grow? How do I get past no, right? What they say is no simply means begin again at one level harder, right? And Henry's awesome at that. He's built an incredible team. They make phenomenal amounts of outreach. And you notice he was in our top 10 there. So that prospecting mastermind, there is absolute gold in there, right? The recorded sessions of those product specialty groups and training are also going into Commercial University, again, building out that database for you. So you have an awesome resource for you, accessible anytime. I know we talked about Academy. We've recorded about half of the new sessions. The new sessions are fabulous. We're integrating AI into them. Our tech partners co-star build out and teaching you how to build an absolutely cutting edge brokerage. They will be at latest end of September, 100% available in an on-demand format for our advisors to work through. And it is a super, super cool thing. Thanks to the marketing team with Sarah and Bailey, them created some really cool bumper intro bits and things like that. So it's really high quality material, timely, and in sync with today's market. So we're not getting old or dated information. This will be accessible to you, again, as an on-demand resource. So you don't have to say, well, I got to wait 4 weeks for that to come around again. You will not have that access challenge. You'll be able to get to that information whenever you need it. It syncs up with our commercial cornerstones because you go, okay, I'm done with Academy. Great. Now here's the other cornerstones you need to build your business. Then you get into product specialty groups to really go advanced, and then work with your mentor. If you do have a mentor, work with your mentor to guide you through that whole process and kind of help keep you accountable for those things. So we're building an incredible amount of education and upskilling, as we call it in Ireland, right? If we can move forward one slide, please. Sarah. There we go. Okay, couple advisor-led events. Actually, I want to back up one slide for 1 second. I forgot something to mention. I don't think I did yet. On AIR CRE, this is one thing we heard about. It said, oh, by the way, see, wait, look over here. Nope, wait over here. Back to the magician. AIR CRE is designed to work in a Windows environment. It is not designed to work in a Mac environment or Apple environment. I know that's been a source of frustration. During the recent trainings and after some conversation, what they've offered is that if you purchase Parallels, which is sort of an emulator for Windows to exist in a Mac world, you can then use AIR CRE directly on Mac products. It costs about $100 for the program. If you do purchase that and you turn that receipt into the AIR CRE team, they will give you about $105 worth of credits for documents on their platform. So they will basically reimburse you for getting Parallels. It's a really cool thing we learned from them. Please take advantage of that if you're in a Mac situation. We don't want you to be frustrated and having to go get a PC or a Chromebook just to use that one tech platform. Use Parallels, leverage it, and then AIR CRE will compensate you for that, okay, in terms of credits on their platform. All right, so we can slide forward one. Thank you, Sarah. We do have some really, really cool events coming up. September 4th, this is in Charlotte, Mint Street. It is an awesome venue setting. I was just in Charlotte yesterday, actually. Fabulous stuff hosted by Leah Parker. She has some unreal talent coming there as far as speakers, talking about education, development, debt financing, amazingly cool stuff there. So sign up for her in real life event. She's got a great group coming September 4th. Okay, so if you have time to come out to that one, that's a great one. If we scroll forward one more slide, September 19th in Nash Vegas, aka Nashville. Paul Zorich, Keith Andrews are putting together another one of their events, and those are always a not to be missed event for sure. I know I'll be at the 19th, one on the 19th. I'm flying from CCIM to that. So I'll be there, and I think Sean and some of the other leadership team will be there as well, if I remember correctly. That is a great one in Nash Vegas. And Nashville's always a great time. Let's be real, right? The other thing is that when you're looking at those events, if you're in Chicago or anywhere nearby, our CDMBs in Indiana and with Illinois, Jordan Schnall and Jeremy Morris are putting together a little networking event for the day before C5 starts. So if you're in that area and want to get together, and I'll be there in person, we're going to have just a little get together somewhere and some nice appetizers. You're welcome to join us. And September 19th, I know there's a ton of networking built into that as well that Keith built in. And I know Leah is also putting together a networking event immediately after her structured event during the day. So there's a great opportunity to connect, build referrals, and look for additional business opportunities when you're there and see who you can connect with. And it's kind of funny. One thing I would encourage you to do is if you aren't local, consider attending, because look, it's great to have referrals in another state and know that, hey, if I'm handing this transaction off to Jeremy Morris, I know I've got a great person to go to then at that point, because I sat, we talked, I understand what he does, how he does it. If I'm going to turn a client relationship over to them on a short-term basis for an individual state need, I've got a great go-to person. So those in real life events are awesome. They're wonderful to attend. Please take the steps to do that. And I think that's the last of my slides. And it's about time to turn it back over to Sean. Am I right on that one? Sean, you up?
You're right on that one.
You appear.
So,
See, I'm going to make Sean Murphy appear to finish.
I do need to remind everybody for these agent or staff-led events, please tell the commercial staff. We'll push the event for you. We'll probably go to it. I mean, if they're in our hemisphere, we have the time, we'll probably show up for those. So if you have an event coming up, whether it's production or attraction, give us a ring, see if we can go. We love getting together with our advisors. Everybody loves getting together periodically. I find myself meeting up with our advisors 2 or 3 times a month. So yeah, be sure to tell us. So if you need support from the staff, it's here. You can go to one of these places. You can either go to concierge at expcommercial.com or growth at expcommercial.com or exp.world commercial lobby. Excuse me. We have 7-day-a-week help through concierge. If you need help on a Sunday, they're there. If you need help on a Monday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, they're there. So use them. If you miss part of this meeting, you can find it on Catch the Replay, which is YouTube. You can scan that. Sarah's QR code there will take you to the replay of this meeting. And our next meeting will be on September 4th. It's 3 days after Labor Day. I know a lot of people go on vacations. A lot of people try to wind up with that last week. We're still going to hold it. We're going to have a special surprise for that one, but we're still going to have our Commercial Connect on September 20th, 2025. I thank you so much for coming to our meeting. We have a commitment to get you out of here in under 30 minutes. Just want to impart some valuable information. If you missed anything, you can go back and watch it again. I look forward to seeing you all through the month and especially next month on September 4th. So I thank the team. I thank Sarah, Lindy, and John for their participation. I thank all of you for coming, and I will see you. I'll see you in a